Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, guys. In this video, we will be discussing XPR Network, the future of global business. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And, folks, for those of you that are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon, so do check that out as well, only if you're interested. And folks, keep your assets safe, and for that, you guys can check out the Crypto Growth exclusive discount offer on Decent. Decent is convenient, safe, and secure. You can check out their biometric wallet, which has got an attractive $50 off. And you can also check out their biometric wallet 2x package, guys, which has got a phenomenal $129 off only if you follow the link in the description box below. By the way, folks, Decent supports 3000 plus of your favorite coins and tokens, and it supports 50 plus blockchain mainnets. I personally prefer storing the assets in a cold hardware wallet, so do check out Decent and be safe. Anyways, guys, now let me show you a really good post from Metallicus over here. Look at this, guys. This is from the official Metallicus ecosystem, sorry, X handle. Look at this, guys. Trade talks, Nasdaq, Metallicus, TDBN, CFO, Irina Birkin joined Jill Malandrino to discuss the access DeFi has given to individual and institutional investors. So watch the full video here. Let's check this out, guys. So this is from official Nasdaq website, guys. August 21st, 2024, latest. Look at this for your reference. How market strategy emerging technologies are converging to shape the future of global business. Published August 21st, 2024. So let's check this out.
Welcome to NASDAQ Trade Talks, where we meet with the top thought leaders and strategists in emerging technologies, digital assets, a regulatory landscape, and capital markets. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, and joining me on the desk at the NASDAQ market site is Alan Taylor, managing partner at Endeavor Catalyst, Irina Birkin, CFO of Metallicus, and Sherry Chaney-Jones, founder and CEO of Sure Impact. We're here to discuss how market strategy, portfolio management, and emerging technologies are converging to shape the future of global business and investment. It is great to have everyone with us. Welcome to Trade Talks. And Alan, let's kick it off with you. If you can give a brief overview of where Endeavor Catalyst sits within the emerging tech ecosystem.
Oh, for sure. And thanks for having me. It's great to be here. Endeavor Catalyst is a $500 million venture capital fund that's operated by in every one of these places.
Yeah, and Irina, that's a great segue for my question to you. When you think about how traditional market structure and legacy institutions are evolving with digital assets in decentralized finance in today's environment.
Most of these sites have
What are some of the trends that you're noticing?
really bad buffering, you know?
So DeFi is definitely a trend, but it's not a trend. It should be taken very seriously. It is something that is here to stay. It has given access to individual and institutional investors to participate in the market through these new digital assets and ETFs, securities, tokenized securities. So this is definitely something that is worth paying attention to, whether there is regulatory environment that is conducive to it yet or not. There is definitely opportunities and guardrails for that.
Yeah, it certainly feels as if the industry has started to mature, especially as it's part of the national conversation right now when we think about the regulatory framework for digital assets. Sherry, what's interesting is when you think about the economy, geopolitics, and so forth today, and with the way emerging technologies are evolving, data is going to be at the center of all this, whether you're thinking about managing risk and going to market too quickly, or what that means from a governance and privacy perspective. How does this all come back to managing risk while driving innovation?
Yeah, so Sure Impact is focused on innovation in the social sector. So the sector that is the backbone of our societies, helping people move out of poverty, increase their wealth. And so Sure Impact is addressing a traditional market that has not typically been served by the technology sector, giving them, with better technology that we have today, more affordable technology. Now we can actually be making policy decisions, government decisions on what social programs really do move the needle. How do we, look at or using data to make people better off?
I mean, it's a great point that you make, accessibility at the end of the day. If you don't have access to it, how are you supposed to deploy all these grand plans that you have?
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right, and Alan, that brings me to another point. When you think about collaboration between public and private sectors, you can have all of these new products and software at your disposal, but if you don't have the power to supply that demand, right, or if you're making those investments and supporting economic growth and growing out that infrastructure, there has to be a collaboration, is what it seems to be.
Absolutely. I think if you look at the best success stories around the world, it's where the public and private sector work together. And particularly when governments actually consult entrepreneurs, right, and get their input on how to shape policy and how to shape regulation. I mean, I truly believe entrepreneurs are the ones who are building the future every single day. They're not only building the companies, but they're building sort of the economies that are going to be so important to these countries. And governments consulting them makes a huge difference. We've seen really good examples. Actually, fintech and DeFi is one. The rules have to kind of change and evolve all the time around regulation. Well, the government, if you go back 10 years, in places like Brazil and Mexico, actually got input from entrepreneurs on how to shape their policies. And as a result, in Brazil, they've really been able to flourish.
So when you think about Endeavor and how you're deploying capital with younger entrepreneurs, or if it's their first time bringing a company to the private market, public market, what have you, are you also advising them or giving them advice in terms of where to go and building a company and proper governance, managing balance sheets and so forth? Because that's a big part of it as well.
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, Endeavor's core business is actually mentoring and coaching aspiring, high potential, what we call high impact entrepreneurs. Right. So the main thing we've been doing for 25 years is identifying these very special entrepreneurs who are all around the world, and then giving them advice on how to grow and scale their companies. It was actually only a decade ago that we added our own venture fund on top of our core programming. So we have this fund now, but our core business remains really helping these entrepreneurs take their companies to scale.
Rita, what opportunities and challenges does it prevent when you're thinking about the integration of legacy institutions and DeFi when you're looking to disrupt the traditional financial ecosystem?
So the technology is really behind, but the technology is also what can really help the traditional financial institutions get ahead of what they want to do for their customers, their consumers, their investors, and the banking system as a whole. It is legacy, but everybody is very interested in bringing it back up to speed. And the blockchain technology is very powerful. And if it is used correctly, then it can really bring up the traditional finance to better speed.
Yeah, one of the challenges is, particularly in the US with our legacy regulations, financial services, it's one of the most heavily regulated industries with the exception of healthcare in this country. So not only on a federal level, but the different state jurisdictions as well.
Right, and it's important to also understand that it's not like there is no regulation. I think it would be a mistake for somebody to say, I'm going to wait until there is clear regulation. There are clear regulations around financial services industries, which DeFi should be following. Anti-money laundering compliance, OFAC regulations, security, privacy, all of those things are in place. So it is important to understand that we're not building something that is completely new. We are within the certain guardrails, which is bringing the technology up to speed.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. Even if you look at hiring standards and practices, the EEOC already has that regulatory framework in place. So whether you're using AI or a human to make those types of decisions, there are standards and procedure that you have to adhere to. Let's talk about predictive analytics when you're navigating uncertainty as the technology is evolving, the economic and political environments are evolving. How do you incorporate predictive analysis?
Yeah, so I think that's where the
unbanked, which could mean many different things, and one of the things is access to banking for people in countries, we're very fortunate here in the US, but perhaps in other countries, who don't have the same access and they can't grow their business, they can't improve their lifestyles. This also goes for companies. I'm sure you have companies in your portfolio that would be struggling, and if they didn't have access to banking, then they wouldn't be able to grow. So DeFi really helped that, and I think the more regulation and the more they become similar to TradFi, similar to financial institutions, the more acceptable this process will be, and the more people will actually become banked.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, guys. a project for the unbanked, and financial inclusion is really important for the economy, the global economy to grow basically, and become much more fair, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think about the Metallicus ecosystem? And do you think that it is indeed shaping the future of global business? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by becoming a Patreon. So do check that out as well. Like I always say in the end, until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.